Hey guys, welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica, and today we are doing a Wip Chat. If you're new here and you don't know what WIP stands for, it stands for Work in Progress. And what normally happens during a Wip Chat is that you can bring out your own whip, or you could do chores, you could drive around, or you can sit and just listen to me ramble about what's been going on in my week. With that being said, I'm sorry, guys. It's been a hot minute. Um, I do apologize for just being quiet the last few weeks. There's just been it's just been a lot of stuff that I've been trying to handle. And I do apologize. And I'll probably talk a little bit about some of it, but I will try and catch you up with what's been going on. If you do hear any noise in the background, I do apologize. I have the washing machine going, so I try to close all the doors so you don't hear that. Someone's doing some lawn work outside, so you might hear a lawn blower go on and off. I noticed someone was like walking around doing that. But yeah, um, if you guys are curious what I'm working on, this is called Morgan, and it's by Micah Jelena. So here, I'll show this to you. I did an unboxing on this a few months ago, like around September, I think. But it's a pretty big one. It is 20 by 42 inches, although it's not the biggest out there. um, but I've been working on her the last few months. I've been kind of working on and off on her, to be honest, and haven't really showed you guys me working on her because I've been working on that Orloa painting, which I did finish. It was probably November 2nd, if I remember correctly, that I finished it. The drills, I had to order some drills that ran out. Of course, the one that, that my daughter spilled, I had to replace, but that came in. But there were three colors that I ran out right at the end, guys. I was so shocked. So I ordered some more to get them come in, and I was hoping to be done before Drills and Chills was done, but no, it came in like November 2nd, and I just ran upstairs and finished the last few spots. I was so sad I didn't finish in time. I was mad about that, man. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. Um, but yeah, I know it's way late, but I hope everyone did have a good Halloween for those who did celebrate it. Our Halloween, it's funny because I complained about how hot it is, right? And then it got really cold that day. And now today it's in the 80s again. But it was so weird because we had basically a cold freeze came through. And it was really funny because it was like the 3 days before Halloween. It was bright, it was sunny, it was like 80-degree weather. And the AC actually finally kicked on. It hasn't been on at all today. So, um, excuse me. But yeah, it's like 80-degree weather. And then Halloween day it went to, I think, 50 was the high, and it just kept dropping. So like by the time people were actually out and about trick-or-treating, it was like 40 something. I made my kids wear their jackets, and they were so mad at me because they didn't want to wear their jackets. And I was just basically tough luck, because I'm not wanting anyone to get sick. Spoiler alert: we all have gotten sick already this last few weeks. But that's one of the things that's been going on. It's just something's been going on where the kids we've been dropping like flies, and I'm kind of done. I'm already done. But it doesn't help with kids getting sick. And then with all my doctor appointments that's been going on, I've just been so out of it, and a lot of times I'll go back to Halloween in a minute. I'm going to be probably jumping all over the place, to be honest. So to kind of well, it's not an excuse, but to kind of explain some things that's been going on. I've told you guys that I've started seeing. I started going to a doctor. I finally decided it's time. I'm going to go see a doctor to figure out what's been going on with my joint pain, and also with this cough that I've been dealing with. And I've been taking medicine, blood tests to figure out what's been going on. Antibiotics aren't working. I went to a pulmonary doctor. They suspect that things are rheumatoid in nature, but the test that I just gotten this week, which is why I did not post anything earlier this week, is they took so much blood out of me. Plus, I had shots. I had to take a tetanus shot and then also a flu shot. I was just wiped after that. And oh man, I will tell you about that experience with my blood being taken to this time around too. Like I said, I have a lot to talk about. um, but uh, goodness, but with all that going on, I'm still going to have to see a rheumatoid specialist. My doctor still thinks it's because some of the medicine that I've been taking kind of helped with the inflammation that I'm dealing with. Plus, there could be something else that's been going on. I'm getting like I got like a lot of stuff scheduled in the next few months to see what's going on, and I don't like the fact that it's just like I feel like it's just constant dropping, copay after copay, and I feel guilty. But my husband's like, "Don't worry about it. We've got to figure out what's been going on." So hopefully there'll be an answer. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But it's very frustrating that antibiotics didn't touch this cough, and that the corticosteroids haven't touched it. The asthma inhaler that I gotten hasn't touched it. And so I'm ready. I'm ready for it to be figured out. I'm ready for someone to figure that out. Along with that, I've been seeing a therapist, guys. My therapist has been wanting me to be seen almost every week. So it's like I said, it's just been appointments, like constant appointments. And I'm completely wiped out after I see my therapist. It's just that at that point, it's just I'm so tired and I'm done for the day. I'm just like, I don't want to deal with it, deal with anything else. I don't know if my therapist is making things better or not yet, but I'm just starting to see her, so I'm not gonna just be like, nah, excuse me, sorry. But yeah, that's a lot that's been going on. Before I go back to Halloween a little bit, I want to talk about my doctor's visit this week. So, oh my goodness. So, like I said, I've been seeing my doctor a lot lately, but this time today was not today, but it was it Monday? Yes, Monday was supposed to be just a normal doctor's appointment, like an actual physical checkup. Because when I went there, it was just basically just talk about all the issues that I've been dealing with. This was just the plain old physical. But she did talk a little bit about the stuff that's been going on, and I had blood work done already scheduled that day later on by my pulmonary doctor in the same building. So I was supposed to go there after I was done with my doctor's visit. So I get there. They talk about the fact that I have high blood pressure yet again. I'm like, yes, I know. Unfortunately, that's the thing in my family, and plus my it spikes all the time whenever I see the doctor. When they take it the second time, it's a little bit lower, but they're like, "Don't be nervous." I'm always nervous. I'm always like my heart beats like 100 times an hour. I'm just like, I get so anxious and wound up. So I get there. She's looking over everything that the pulmonary doctor says, and she goes, okay, well, with family history and stuff like that, let's add these tests on top of that. Let the lab know. All right. And I'm like, okay. Then she's like basically telling me I have to play catch up because I haven't seen a doctor in let's see, the twins are 8, so 8 years. And she was just like looking at all the stuff that I needed to take care of, and she goes, okay, you're gonna need to either do this very embarrassing thing with me, or you will go down the second floor and schedule a building with the gynecologist. And I'm like, I'll schedule with the with there. And she goes, okay. She goes, you are going there. I like my doctor. She doesn't she's not very she did mention about that I have to lose weight and everything, but it's not very much like she's talking about my all the problems I'm having is related to weight gain and everything, which I'm appreciative of. I know that some of it will be helpful if I lose weight, um, but I really like the fact that she doesn't judge me, and I really do appreciate that. So, but yeah, she was like, okay, but she's very no nonsense on some stuff. So like, she's like, you are going to go down there, right? You're going to go on the second floor, right? She's like, you got to go down on the second floor and you'll be right there. I'm like, I'll do that. She goes, I'll make sure. I'm like, yes, ma'am. So yeah, I had a busy day. And on top of that, I couldn't eat or drink anything, that day either because I had to get the blood test. So I had to do that like once I finished my whole thing with her, and she saw me early, which was awesome. Unfortunately, with the blood test, I have to be seen at the exact time or as close to it. So even though I was done earlier, I still had to wait a bit. That was not fun. But yeah, I did all that. I promised her. I went down to the second floor, then made my appointment with them, then went down to the first floor where the lab was, and signed in. And oh my goodness! So like I said, it took a while. People were grumbling about because of us having to wait a bit. And when I got my blood taken there the first time, oh, by the way, my blood results came back on the first stuff. I am not diabetic. Woo! I'm so excited about that because that runs in my family, and I've been worried about that. Luckily, I have avoided it yet again. Like I've been like just going, whew, every time I take she didn't seem to be surprised about that. She wasn't like, "Oh, that's surprising," or when we went over it. But like my previous doctors, when I said I have a history of diabetes, and then like they look at the fact that I am overweight and everything, they're like, "Oh, surprisingly, you are not diabetic," you know. But she was just like very, you're not diabetic. That's a good thing. These are the issues that have been going on. But yeah, oh, one of the other things, guys, I am a vampire. Well, not really. I'm very deficient in vitamin D, so I have to take prescription vitamin D pills for 12 weeks, guys. She's like, you are extremely low on this. You're gonna have to take this. But the good news also is I'm not anemic anymore. I've always been like low on iron and everything, and my iron levels for the first time have been great, and I'm astounded by that. So I mean, like I got some good news, but it's just like it's worrisome that we haven't figured out what's been going on with the joint pain and everything, because I can't diamond paint as much as I want to or as fast as I used to because I get a lot of pain. And I have to now stop taking the corticosteroids that I was taking for the joint pain because I was taking them originally for the cough. It didn't work, but it helped with my joint pain, and I let her know, and she prescribed some for me to take, like a low dosage for me to take, and it's been helping. I've been still sore and everything, but now I have to stop completely because she wants to retake the some of the blood tests because I was kind of on the borderline errors on some of them that show inflammation, and she wants to see how bad it is since I'm going to see the rheumatoidologist. There we go. So I'm not happy about that. I have to take some more blood tests, especially since this lab technician, she like the last time I went to get my blood taken, I love that person. She did it quick and easy and fast, and it didn't hurt. I didn't feel a thing. If anything, it was like a barely go, and that was it. So this time, I come into the room. I had my left arm had already 2 shots in it, so I wanted her to work on my right arm. Like last time I got my blood drawn on my right arm, she was very much more like, no, your left arm. And I'm like, okay, so I had to roll my sleeve up because I had my right sleeve up and pulled up, and I'm like, geez, my left arm is just going to be massacred today. Plus, on my right arm, there's the vein's a little bit easier to see. I mean, like the left arm, you can still see it, but it's better on my right arm. So I prepare myself, and oh, if you guys aren't wanting to listen to this, just it's not going to be very long. It's just fast. You can fast forward a few minutes, but it's not. There's not anything graphic, just so you know. But so I pull my arm out, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And you think they would go on the inside of your elbow, right? Like what they normally do, like on the inside part, right? That's what they normally do. Or if they don't, like they would go right here on your hand. They'll find something on your hand to draw your blood, right? For some reason, sorry, for some reason, this woman decides, no, we're not going for that vein that's right there on your, like, on the inside of your elbow. No, we're going to the side. It's to the side of my arm because it's a bigger vein there, and we're going to go on that instead. That hurt. I flinched hard, and then she's all like, you okay, honey? I'm like, because I wasn't expecting it to be there, to be poked there instead. It's like close to my elbow, but not really that close. It's still on the side of my arm. It hurt so bad. You can still see the spot where she drew it, guys. It's like, holy cow. And they had to take like a lot of blood out of me. They took like 6 files. So yeah, I was exhausted. I had no food. I had nothing to drink except water. And I was tired from all the from everything. So when I got into the car, when my husband picked me up, he had a Starbucks. He went to Starbucks for me so I could have some caffeine. But it was just enough for me to like pass out. Like I still passed out that night for a little bit. What sucked was the night before I didn't sleep at all, because I get nervous and I start worrying about things. But yeah, so I had to deal with that, and then the next day I had my therapist, and I was doing it by telehealth because she couldn't see me in that day, which was a good thing because, excuse me, it's that night or morning. So I was already exhausted from everything that I told you about, right, guys? So that morning, so just so you know, last week we all got sick, right? Everyone got sick. It was like a weird, like, body ache thing. We were a little shivery and everything. It was over within the next day. It went through everyone. So this week I'm kind of worried because I'm wondering when it's going to hit me. But so Tuesday morning I wake up really early in the morning to my youngest, Jaina, going, Mommy, I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I'm just like, oh no. And she was just like, I look at the clock and it says 5 o'clock, just an hour before we're supposed to wake up and get ready for school. And I was just like, okay, come here, sweetie. I accepted my fate. I was like, yep, if she does it on me. That's the thing about being a mom, whatever. So I'm like, okay, climb into bed, sweetie. And I just rubbed her back, and she was like saying how it was making her feel better and everything. I was just like, it's okay, I'm here, and everything. And we just spent an hour in bed with her doing that. And then like when 6 o'clock came, she jumps out of bed and goes, Mommy, I feel so much better. I want to get ready for school. I'm like, okay, that's good. It passed, right? It passed. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. All right, I'll start waking everyone else up around the family, right? I'll start getting ready. And I'm like getting my clothes, getting ready to get changed, and then I hear the dreaded sound. You guys know the sound, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna. It was yours. So I hear the dreaded sound, and I just went, oh no. And I just cringed because I know I want to have to clean it up. And she's just like, and then she immediately goes, like, I go, are you okay? And she immediately goes, I threw up. I'm like, yep. Yep. So I like wake up her sister and her brother while I'm going towards her room, just bracing myself for whatever I may see. And she's still staying in one spot, and I'm like, "Come on, kid, let's get you to the bathroom. Let's just get you to the bathroom." And she was not moving, and I'm like, I had to physically pick her up and get her to the bathroom, so that way, if there was anything else to expel, it would be there instead of on the floor. And then I had to call for backup and let my husband know so that way he could bring up a bowl of warm water so that way I can start cleaning up. And yeah, and then after she was done, she was done with all that, she got dressed and said she felt better. I'm like, okay, maybe this is just, a one time thing. Something she ate just kind of irritated her stomach. I'm going to keep an eye on her. She started laughing. She was playing around. She was running around, chasing her sister and brother. I'm like, okay, I guess she's fine. She can go to school. Normally it's more like if you throw it that day, you're not going to school. So I'm like, okay, maybe it was just something bothered her. She'll be fine, right? And then it was like as we're getting ready for school, like we're all starting to pack up. She goes, "I don't feel so good again. My stomach hurts." And then I look at my husband. I'm like, "Okay, you're staying home today." And I'm like, "You're staying home today. You're not going to school. You're going to go in excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm like, you're staying home today. You're gonna just rest, and that's it." And I went back to bed because I was exhausted since I didn't really have as good night's sleep, and I was still feeling drained from the shots the day before and everything. And my husband said I was passed out for a while, but I had my alarm clock to go off just so that way I would be able to get up and get ready enough for the therapist. But I didn't need an alarm clock because my daughter woke me up again. Apparently, my husband cleaned up a mess the second time around, and then I had to clean up a third mess. And I'm like, just aim for the bowl or the toilet, please. But I sent her downstairs. I said, "I'm sorry. I need you to go downstairs because I don't really want to have my daughter hear me, talk to a therapist about, certain sensitive subjects and stuff like that." So did all that and got myself ready, ready to go. And man, I'm not going to talk about what she and I talk about, but I got very drained. I was very emotional the rest of the day after that, and I was tired. I was really tired, guys. um, and then it's just like with everything that's been going on this whole week because I had to stop taking my corticosteroids, so I've been like dealing with the joint pain coming back, and then also like some of the medication that I was on earlier. It's affecting my mood swings a little bit, so that way I don't feel as much like wanting to get out of bed at times. So I've been trying to balance that, and I do apologize. I'm going to try and get back in the groove. But since my therapist is normally like Mondays or Tuesdays every week, I'm going to have to change my Whip and Chat days to another day during the week. I don't know what day that will be. It'll probably be a Thursday or a Friday. Just because I do raid Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm going back to playing WoW again. Which I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work with how my joints are hurting, like, because I'm not as quick as I used to be on my keyboard. So cross your fingers that I'll do well during raids and mythics again. So I'm going to be doing that. So I got to figure out a good time where I could sit down, talk for an hour without interruptions, without children, potentially, coming in and bursting in or getting sick. So yeah, I'm sorry. I've been really slow on diamond painting today. I'm sorry. But let's see. So that's some of the things that have been going on with everything. I'm going to go back to Halloween for just a little bit because I wanted to mention it. So So the kids had a blast. I don't know if I told you what I was doing for Halloween, but what I did was I made like little trick or treat bags. I made 240 of these with candy, by the way, just so you know. And each of them had a Pokemon, one of those trick or trade Pokemon cards. And then I put like three pieces of candy in it. So I had like let's see, those Sour Patch Kids, like the big Sour Patch Kids stuff, a piece of chocolate or something, and then like a gummy type thing. So, like this, it was like the Skittles pack. It was like Starburst Skittles, like the two different Skittles, and then Lifesaver gummies. And then the chocolate pack was like Hershey's, Reese's, Kit Kats. Let's see. Then there was a Haribo gummy bears, and then goodness, what was it? Oh, it was like Jolly Rancher lollipops. So it's like I was trying to pick the right amount for each thing. Oh, and Twizzlers too. Twizzlers was a thing that I kind of just meh about. um, but yeah, I made like 240 bags of those. Then I made like 24 bags of just no candy. It was just toys. It was like fidget toys and stationery. So I did 24 bags of that. I set up a table outside, and also I gave everyone, regardless of what bag they had, glow sticks, and that hurt my hand. I didn't give everyone a glow stick, unfortunately. I think I gave like 100 trick or treaters, 140 something trick or treaters glow sticks, because I did not want to open up the second container and start breaking that apart, because it was already rough on my hands. I know some things I'm going to change next year, because I kind of started like an hour before trick or treating was happening. I was setting up the table, and I was trying to get things ready as well, and then as well as get the twins and Nicole ready. It was a lot of work. And also Nicole was running that day, so she was running, and then she came home and then had to freshen up and got ready for her. She was dressed as Ochako from My Hero Academia, so she was so cute. She had a friend who was dressed up as Deku from the same series, so I was able to take one picture. Let's see. Any other color? No, okay. Um, but yeah, it was so funny when I started giving out candy to everyone. Um, because I would be like, do you guys want the fidget toys or do you want the chocolate? And then some of them kind of like was looking at it, and it was so funny because you hear the kids go, oh, there's Pokemon cards. And then of course when someone yells that, like all the other kids are like, Pokemon. So excuse me. So yeah, it was I did a good job. I feel like I did a decent job with Halloween this year. I can't wait to do it again next year. I think the yard that we did we did a really good job decorating our yard. I like to do a little bit more next year. Hopefully we can do that. But it was a blast, but it was very cold. And I stayed out until 9 o'clock to try and get any stragglers, and I did a pretty good job guesstimating about how much candy we needed. What was funny was like there wasn't a lot of people for the first part. I was very surprised, and I found out that the reason being was like the front streets were very packed, which were normal, but there was apparently a haunted house down there, and let's see, it was like a couple of attractions that someone pulled up, so no one was really coming down these streets. But luckily I stayed long enough outside for the high schoolers to kind of, and older middle schoolers to kind of come and get the last bits. So the only thing I have left over is like 22 bags, I think. So I did a really good job figuring out how much I did need. So I felt good and confident that I'll probably do the same amount next year again. especially now that it was a hit and people were like, dang. I had one parent went, you've done your research, you know exactly what kids like, because I had like the glow sticks and all that, and I'm like, I have 3 kids of my own. He goes, that'll explain it. I'm like, I'm like, yep. Goodness. Okay. Oh, I noticed that there was like a lot of messages. I'm getting like test results coming in. Sorry. Let's see. What else has been going on? So before Halloween, I have a lot of things that's been going on, honestly, and I really wanted to post this like before Halloween came, or like like the week before, but I was on a live, like it was the week before. It was not the week. It was like a couple days before Halloween. So it was the Sunday before Halloween. I was on a live with Sophie from the IT help desk, and with Veronica as well. And I was just like, it was such a nerve-wracking experience because it was their Sunday Scaries, and I've never been on a live before, guys. But it was so much fun, and I had a blast, especially since Sophie asked me to pick a couple of stories or like a story to do. Excuse me. And I picked like one kind of scary and then one funny story. But it was fun, guys. And I'm horrible with punny jokes. I kind of pulled out a couple of puns. I did that yesterday too. I wasn't like on the live stream, but like I was typing it. Like she had another live going on yesterday because she was celebrating her birthday. So I was typing out the jokes instead this time around for her and Veronica to read. I'm like, I will admit, I don't make them up, okay? I look them up. I look these jokes up, like, and I'll like pick things that I think are funny or hilarious to me. Like I'll like scrounge around and figure out what are the funniest ones for, or like that I think will pull a groan out of people. So I am not creative enough to make my own jokes. But I do love to make people go, ugh, that was horrible. And I'm like, I know, but it was so wonderful too. But yeah, I was so excited. And like I said, really, really nervous. I really wish I was able to make a post about that. And if you guys are new, people who came from that live stream, from the announcements, or like from elsewhere, welcome. I meant to say that earlier too. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm all over the place. I am so sorry. And I'm trying not to cough into the mic. I'm trying to make sure I'm moving my head away. But yeah, I had a blast. And I don't know if I'll ever do another live again. I mean like in general, because oh man, I knew this was coming like 2 months ago, and I was just nervous, and I was like trying to hype myself up. I was like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I was like talking to myself. I almost canceled the day of. Like, I was like panicking, and I'm going, nope, I can't do it. Nope. I got it. I'm going to just not go. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to just go, sorry, can't do this, and just run away. But I was like, no, I made a promise. I can do this. And I'm glad I did. But I don't know if I'll do another one anytime soon, because that scared me. It caused a lot of anxiety for me, but I'm glad I did do it. And it was so much fun, and I'm glad. But it was funny because I wish I did, like I said, I wish I did make a post about it, because I really wanted you guys to see my nails that day. I had my nails were like, I have short nails now, but my nails were a lot longer, and I made them look like I had bloody nails, and I loved every minute of it. It looked so cool. I love it. Like, I had like holographic nails, and then it was just like it was like a bright red nail polish that looked like blood drips, and I loved it. And I meant to do something really cool this week with these nails, but I decided to just go with like blush kind of nails, like a low, just make it just not do a lot of craziness, and I'll probably do it next week. Although I don't know, it might be just another nail color with some toppers. But I was going to do some leaves and stuff like that for autumn because we're going back into the fall spirit. I'm not doing anything Christmassy until it gets closer. Speaking of that, oh my goodness, my kids the next day after Halloween, they started singing Christmas songs. They thought it was appropriate, and I'm like, no, 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 no Christmas songs, and they ignored me. They were like, nope, it's Christmas time. We're singing. And I was like, nope, not until after Thanksgiving. And it's not like, oh, you have to do it, you have to celebrate Thanksgiving or anything. It's more of, I am so sorry. It's more of, I don't want 2 months of Christmas songs. I'd rather shorten it to 1 month of Christmas songs. And no shame out there, but I don't think I can stand listening to Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas, for 2 months, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't with the I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas, even though I love singing it like in that nasally type tone towards my kids and driving them nuts. I will do it. But I'll wait till it's actually more closer to December. Oh, look at this. These drills are so cool. They're called electro drills. I love them. They look so cool, and I love the metallic look of this. Honestly, I know I'm skipping subjects. I'm sorry. I love this diamond painting so much. I am in love with this. So, the rendering on her face, I probably will have, the thumbnail was probably going to be of her face, so you'll get to see that. But it is just so fantastic, guys, and I love it so much. But yeah, let's see. Goodness, what else? Christmas songs. So yeah, my husband this weekend, because I was trying to sleep in a little bit this weekend, it didn't work. But I overhear him because they go bounding downstairs, and I hear them singing their Christmas carols and you know, basically doing the Batman Smells one. And my husband went, no, new rule, no Christmas songs. Never. He was so annoyed. It was funny because I was like, because they were like right in his face while he was sleeping on the couch. Oh my goodness, it was so funny though. And I was just like, I'm glad that's not me. Goodness gracious. Let's see. What else has been going on during this whole time? Oh, so, what I had to do, I had to get stuff for my kids, by the way. So Michael has gotten a growth spurt, right? I was watching him the other day with his pants, and I'm like, sweetie, I'm like, is your pants not fitting you right? And he goes, no, they're fine. And then he pulls his pants up. I'm like, nope, they're not fine. They were high waters. They were above his ankle. I'm like, wait, last week they weren't like that. They weren't. And then the previous week they were. So he's wearing new jeans this week. They came in right on the weekend, but yeah, I was like, hey hun, we're gonna need to buy him new clothes. And since I was doing that, and here's the thing, I know I said no celebrating Christmas and yada yada yada. I didn't say anything about prepping for it, kind of thing. So like things like the kids get like Santa pictures. They get their pictures taken with Santa like right before Thanksgiving. So I have to go and make sure that they have like holiday themed clothing, just, you know, so they look cute. Excuse me. So I was on Target buying Michael his pants, and while I was there, I was like, okay, let's look for clothes, right? Ooh, that reminds me, I gotta go back online and get Nicole a black dress. Hold on, I gotta write this down. Well, just give me a minute. I got my pen here. Okay. All right. Sorry. So, reason being is, she's getting ready. She's getting a concert it's next month, and I gotta make sure she has black shoes and basically concert attire. So I gotta buy her, make sure that it's not sparkly or anything like that. It has to be completely black. Anyway, I was on Target. I was like, okay, I gotta buy a little Christmas outfit. I found a Minecraft Christmas sweater for Michael. It's so cute, but the kids were all like, "You said no celebrating Christmas stuff, and yet you got Christmas things." I'm like, "Yeah, I do have to prep for some of it though." So like buying Christmas presents ahead of time sometimes. The kids don't know this, but Michael and Jana are going to get excuse me, they're going to get phones this year, and Nicole's going to get an upgrade on her phone, like she's wearing a watch. So I haven't decided if Michael and Jana are going to get the same type of watch that she had, but Nicole's going to get an actual phone this year, with some caveats with it. That's the right word to use. Well, with some restrictions. There we go. So I bought a I'm buying it from so with what she's using right now, she's with Gab Wireless, and I was looking at it because they came out with the new phone, and I was kind of like debating about staying with Gab Wireless for her or not, and I decided to go switch with someone else with called Bark, because I can basically restrict or accept, like with permissions on certain things with her, and she's been wanting to play Pokemon Go with her friends, and I don't see the harm in that. I play Pokemon Go, so I don't see the harm in that. And I like the fact that I could have her not be able to access the apps file or the or go on internet or social media until I feel like she is old enough for that, and then I can just unlock it. And I really like that compared to like like with Gab, I can't just unlock the internet at all. They don't do internet, which is understandable, but she's getting closer to being a teen. She's still a preteen era. She's going to be turning 12 in January, so. But I want to give her a little freedom, but not too much freedom. I want to be able to still have access to things, but I feel like giving her a little bit of responsibility, as long as she doesn't abuse it, And we're gonna have another talk. It's always been a series of talks, so. But with Michael and Jana, I'm staying with Gab Wireless because I like how shut down it is with that, and they don't need all that stuff yet. Not yet. When in 2 years they'll probably, but they're gonna get phones. All of them are getting phones this year, so pray for me. To whoever you do, but cross your fingers and hope everything goes well. Let's see. I am so sorry that I'm so sniffly. But yeah, so that's one of their Christmas gifts, and I'm kind of thinking to get them Snuggies because they're always stealing everyone's blankets, and I'm kind of thinking about getting them Snuggies this year. I've started looking at that, and we've discussed it, and we're probably going to do a subscription box to like KiwiCo, for all three of them, like the different ones. Maybe I don't know if we'll do a whole time subscription box or like a couple of months worth, but we feel like that it's worth it enough for them. I feel like an artsy one for Jana, for Nicole, something to some one of the eating ones. And then like Michael, of course, there's an Atlas type, there's a science type, so we got a couple options for him. I think the Atlas would be the best option though, like we're around the world kind of stuff. So I was like kind of looking around. I got a couple of good ideas this year. Oh yeah, Christmas clothes. So yeah, I got the Christmas clothes, but on top of that, I bought Christmas fuzzy socks because they were just $3, and I'm like, sure, why not? They're not wearing it yet. I have control of that. They're not wearing Christmas clothes yet. They tried. They tried to sneak it. And I'm like, nope. Goodness. I'm gonna need a drink. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. talked about the live, talked about this. My brain's kind of trying to figure out everything. I didn't write it down. I should, but it's been so many weeks, so things are kind of blending together. Let's see. I had one other thing I wanted to talk about, but I was trying to figure out what else has been happening with the kiddos. Let's see. Nicole, oh my goodness. Nicole has admitted that, boys are cute. That certain boys are cute. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. And to be fair, I've been mean to her a little bit. So the boy that dressed up as Deku, so that they looked similar, I went, do you like him? And she goes, no, he likes me. And I'm like, oh. She goes, yeah, I already told him I wasn't interested in him. Boys look weird. And that was at the time. But but my husband told me this morning that Nicole has admitted that some boys look very cute. And I'm like, no, I am not ready for this. Goodness gracious. I remember what I was going to say. So, one of the things, okay. Because this is sitting at my desk. So, guys, this is a Game Boy Advance, if you don't know what this is. I'm pretty sure a lot of you do. So, this is a Game Boy Advance, right? Inside the Game Boy Advance is a game that I used to play, Pokemon Yellow, alright? See? It has Pikachu. So, this came out, like, shortly after it was, like, Pokemon Red and Blue, alright? But I had a Game Boy Color, not a Game Boy Advance, when I played Pokemon Red and Blue. So I think, Pokemon Red at the time. This is what I had afterwards, okay? So, I played with this game growing up. This is the original, okay? This game, okay? This has been with me since I was, I guess, goodness, 10? I don't remember. I don't remember the exact date. But anyway, this came out. I got this when this came out, right? So I showed a picture of that to Nicole's friends, right? Because they were talking about Pokemon. I'm like, and about certain, Generation 1 and 2. I'm like, oh yeah, I know about Generation 1. They're like, oh yeah, you do? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I even had, this. And I showed them a picture of the Game Boy, right? And this is when I get hit hard. I feel like I got burnt so bad, right? I was just like, oh, okay. Anyway, okay. Oh, you have one of those vintage games. I love those old games. And I'm just like, vintage? Right? And then another one of them, one of her other friend went, yeah, my brother, he has a, goodness, what was it called? I just had the word on the tip of my tongue. A simulator, right? He has a simulator on his computer, on his PC to play those antique games. And I'm just like, antique? And I'm just like, I'm 36, about to be 37, and you're calling these vintage? Antique? Oh, my heart. Oh, I feel so old. Oh. I know I'm not like that old, but oh man, these kids know where to hit it where it hurts, guys. I'm just like, oh goodness. So yeah, that was a painful thing on Halloween. Oh my goodness. Before I do end things, I don't know if this is going to be completely ended, by the way. I did make an announcement on Instagram today, and this is probably way late to make an announcement on. I should have probably said this at the beginning, but like I said, my mind's kind of a little bit scattered. It's a little bit all over the place. But I made the announcement on Instagram that I am doing an event. I told you guys that I've been thinking about doing an event. It's been kind of weighing on in my head a lot. I've been like kind of going back and forth. It's only because of Mackenzie, she's been like kind of like going, yeah, you should totally do this. And I don't know if you know her, but she's Dragon Wing Diamonds, so you should definitely check her out. But I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I've asked my husband, if it was okay to, if I'm not able to get sponsors or anything like that, because I'm a small time YouTuber. I don't know if anyone's going to really want to sponsor me or anything like that. So I was like, I already figured that I'll probably have to pay things out of pocket. It's not a big deal, but I wanted to like make it at least something worth it for people. So still getting all the details worked out, but I'm going to do a diamond painted event. I know I've prolonged this. It's hashtag Chrissa Bug Along, right? And it's not going to be starting until way in April, so that way you guys, if you guys want to participate, you have plenty of time, okay? You have plenty of time. I will say I do want it to be a licensed diamond painting, okay? Um, that's just my preference on that. I'm not going to be like, oh, if you don't have how dare you if you do non-licensed paintings. But to enter this event it needs to be licensed. I do apologize, but it needs to be a licensed diamond painting. And you don't need to start. It doesn't need to be a new start, and it doesn't need to be a finish. And I do require it to be like have 30 by 30 done. Okay, a 30 by 30 centimeter done. Those are the things that I do know for sure, because a lot of people have done something similar with their diamond painting fence, and I figured might as well keep it around the same wavelength as that. But I'm still trying to figure out some more of the details. But yeah, it's any Chrissa Bug diamond painting. Just so you guys know, I have every single one of them. I haven't done every single one. I think I've only done 2 of Chrissa Bugs. But I love her artwork so much, guys. And I can't wait to buy the one that's coming out this week. I'm like already. It came out yesterday. The sneak peek on their Instagram, and I was just like, "Hon, I love you." He's like, "What do you want?" He knows me too well. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm really nervous, to be honest. I'm a mix of both. I'm just like, I'm hoping that it will go well. I really, really enjoy her stuff. I do know that one of the things I'm going to do, that's definitely going to be out of my pocket. It's probably the entire thing will be out of my pocket. But one of the things I want to do is buy some of her artwork as one of the prizes. And I'm like trying to think about what to do and everything. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to need a co-host for this or not. I'm still, like I said, it's in April, so I got some time to plan this. But I can't take too much time because, it'll be just there before I know it. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I think if it wasn't for the fact that I did do the live stream, was accepted to be a guest on Sophie's live stream, I think that this was kind of like the push I needed, because it's like, well, I did that, I can do this, because it's still not live, but it's still something that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. And I'm trying to help push myself still to be a bit more like sociable to people, because I'm still kind of shy and and everything. But I want to be still more, I want to be able to talk to people more. So I don't know if this will help or not. But yeah, I'm really excited. Let's see. What else has been happening before I will say goodbye to you guys? So I don't know if she still has it going, but my friend Mackenzie, she was doing a charity event. I don't know if she still has a link pulled up, but she was doing a charity event for a children's foundation, if I remember correctly. But anyway, if it's still if the link's still up, I'll put the link down below. But she was doing like a 24-hour stream on Twitch. On November 3rd. I remember it was November 3rd. She was doing that. I couldn't stay up the whole 24 hours though. Um, I stayed up as late as I could, and then I was just like, I am so exhausted, so I logged off. But I logged back on in the morning. Got to talk, saw that she was still going strong. I was like, holy cow! And then I had to log off again to take care of the kids and the words, take care of the kids, and then I logged back on like right before she was done to see how she was doing. I can't believe she stayed up 24 hours. And to be honest, it's like I can't stay up for 24 hours, although I have done that twice already this whole week, to be honest. With how my medicine's been acting, it's been giving me horrible insomnia. but normally I can't sleep that well when I mean, like, I can't stay up like that much unless at all, because my body hurts when I stay up past 24 hours. My entire body is like aching and everything. So, props to her, and she did make her goal, by the way, guys. She had a goal of 200 and she did pass that. But one of the things that also happened was she was doing a giveaway to an Etsy gift card, if you donated like $10 or so. And I won, guys. I don't win anything, and I won that. Oh my god! I haven't bought anything yet. It's still like I've already redeemed it, but I haven't bought anything yet. I'm kind of debating about getting a diamond painting pen, especially from Butterfly Effect Wares this week, because it looks really cool this week, and I want it. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided at all. Excuse me. I hope that was not loud for you guys. Let's see. What else has been going on? I have some new trays I want to start working on. So I got some. I know that I'm a big fan of Belle Art de Nicole trays, and like those are the trays that I normally use all the time. But I bought some trays from Bijou Bliss Studios? Wait, no. My mind is... Anyway, it's from Bijou. I know that much. And I am excited to use them. I've tried them already. Like, I tried one of them. It's the... I tried the cats... Not cats. I tried the Chills and Drills one. It came in like on the late. I ordered it really late. But I've ordered like the narrow one, so that way it's about the same size as my Belle Art de Nicole trays, and I like that one so far. So I can't wait to try the other trays that I have. And to be honest, I placed another order with Bijou because I'm a sucker for the trays. I tried like the one that I like. I really did like it, and it felt very similar to this tray. And I love all the options that you can get from her. I love that I can just like she has like goodness, it was like an area where like you could pick what color you want, and then there was like another option where if you wanted to do more than one color and how you want it to look, and I just like, oh my gosh. So I don't know. I haven't done the multicolor ones yet. I've only done just the single colors right now. But I love the fact that it's magnetic. You guys know I really like the spout like from here, but it's not going to be a big deal. It is a big deal with these containers. I noticed pouring the drills out from those trays into this little container is not the funnest thing in the world. I know, English, huh? But with the Elizabeth Ward trades, it wasn't too bad. So, although I am kind of interested in trying out some of those other like little tray things, like how you pour the drills and everything. I know I showed you guys from the this one Etsy store how I bought this one thing for the Elizabeth Ward trades to pour your drills in, and I really like that, especially for like the teeny tiny containers. Those have been really good. So let's see. But I think I'm going to cut it off here. Because my brain's kind of racking about trying to figure out what else has been going on this week. And I can't think too much more about that. Except just all these doctor appointments that I've been dealing with. But I will. I think like at the end here, I'll probably put the little announcement for the Chris Bug along. But other than that, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I've already made like the little announcement on Instagram if you wanted to check that out. But I hope you guys like this video and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.